Kumusta?
Yeah.
Hi Dave, kumusta? Diha na sa Las Vegas. Kanang mag-in-English na lang ko kay naiuban mga amigo nga mga Amerikano ba gusto mo tanaw po sa video. So, ang starting point na ni starting point nag-ingon lagi ko mag-in-English na wala pa gyapon nag-in-English. So, to start with ani how to say chop this bitter melon.
With onions and chili peppers.
Okay, so the first thing to do is to get a plastic bag. This is your plastic bag. It's polypropylene, so it's relatively safe for using sa atong pagkaon. So, gibutangan na I place letter A here to indicate that this is where you put in the vegetables. Okay? So, you put in the vegetables here. No, it's spilled over.
It's
Never
okay.
mind.
No,
Okay.
no, I put them all in there. You're forgetting the onions.
I know.
Do it with your hand.
Yeah. Your hand has microorganisms, so it's gonna help in the fermentation process. Okay? So, you have to weigh this because you want to determine the amount of salt that you're gonna add. It's 2%. So this weighs, can you show here, sweetheart? This weighs 400 grams. Is it? Yeah, 400 grams. So that's 8 grams of salt, right? So here is your salt. It's better to use sea salt, but we don't have that, so we're using Morton. So 8 grams. There, it's 8 grams. So you add this to your chopped vegetables, okay? There. There's no need to mix it because the water will take care of it. The water that comes out from the vegetables. Then after adding the salt, you add your inoculum. This is your lacto-acid bacteria. So you add maybe 10 ml of your lactic acid bacteria. There, that's enough. Then, after you have added the lactic acid bacteria, you have to weigh this down with a plastic bag that is full of water. So this was roughly 400 grams. So I assume we'll add 500 ml of water. So this is 1 quart. Can you hold this with her? Or maybe we'll just add the entire 1 quart. And then after this, you close it with a rubber band. After closing this with a rubber band, you put this on top of the vegetables. There. You have to make sure that the plastic bag with the water covers the sides of the plastic where you place the vegetables, right? So make a little bit of tamping, and then again you close this with
Rubber band.
rubber band. Now, the principle behind putting this weight, the water, is in order to make this condition anaerobic, because as the vegetable start to ferment, water will exude out of the vegetable, right? And so it will remove some of the air, and the air will pass through here, the carbon dioxide that is produced due to the fermentation process. So what would be left here would be an anaerobic condition, right? So that's the setup. Now, here is the result which I did, I think, 2 weeks ago. So this is a big one that I did, and I did this 411, is it? No, 622. So this was like a week ago. So what we're going to do now is to show what is inside here. So you remove this. And then you remove the water, right? Here's your water.
And he's dripping all over the kitchen with it.
And then this one, just to show how it looks like, we'll pour it.
Pour it in here. What's wrong with this? Oh, the big bowl. Get the big bowl. Here. Here.
So we'll pour it here to show how it looks like.
It's like pickled vegetables.
Yeah. So this one didn't have any water in it. And look at how much water was exuded out of the liquid, out of the bag. Now we'll remove some of this. Hold on. We'll remove some of this.
And that's your lactic acid, right?
And you drink it to your health. Pure probiotic, because it has all the lactic acid and everything. No bottoms up. And then, so what you're gonna do now is put your vegetables inside.
A jar.
Yeah.
You have any jars? No.
This one.
Here, use this one. Look,
Never mind.
it's easier that way. Here,
It's
put it like
gonna
this.
drain.
All right, do it your own way. This is easier. It's designed for that.
Okay.
Put it down. Put it down. There.
So you put this in a jar.
You should mix it up so it looks pretty.
It is already pretty. There, that should do it. And then you cover it And then you put it in
In
a
the
cabinet, like this place here, right? There. That should keep. Now, this one, this is where we did this thing, right? We can add the vegetables here. Do not wash this because this already contains the lactic acid bacteria. You just put in the vegetables, put in your weight, just like what was done here. Okay? Now, the most important point that you need to take into account is that this has to completely cover the upper portion so that the air is totally out. Do not add water on the vegetables. There's no need. As you have seen in the previous one that I made, there's a lot of liquid. That was not water. That came from the vegetables.
well, the vegetables have water in them
Yeah.
already.
So there's no need to add water. So that ends the process. When this is finished fermenting, you remove this, remove the water, remove the vegetables, then add the vegetables again in the same container. Do not wash.
Okay.
That's it. And I hope you have a great time making fermented vegetables. Arriba, arriba, arriba.